everybody, it's Gail, and I am here with this amazing vest that is not actually mine. It's Sean's. I made it for him for Christmas 2022. But he's not here right now, so I can steal it off the back of the couch and show you. He's a big fan of it. I'm very pleased by that, as all of us are when something we make with our own two hands is beloved so much. So this vest is originally from the 1970s. I know, we're back in the 70s. We've just been hanging out there for a while. And it originally was designed by the Windy Yarn Company in the UK. So we do have British terms in the pattern, make a note of that. And the original yarn that it called for was a double knitting yarn. Now, I was able to very easily dupe out with Knit Picks Brava Sport, which is what this is made of. And I don't think I had to do more than one gauge swatch even. Like, with the same size hook and everything, it just matched. So if you're looking for an easy dupe, there you go. Now, of course, this is acrylic because it's Brava Sport. So it's definitely cozy. Sean loves that about it. I'm already a little too warm wearing it, so we're very different people. So let's talk construction. So you have the two front panels with the pockets, which we'll get to in a moment, and you have a back panel. You will notice that there was a different color going on here. That was an error on my part. That was not in the pattern. And then you have this trim that you do at the very end of things. You trim the pockets, you trim the neck, you trim the bottom. There we go. And then you have 6 buttons down the front. I don't remember the exact size of these buttons. They're really nice though. Look at them, they're pretty. And Sean actually picked them out himself and picked out the trim color because I was concerned I wasn't going to get it done in time, so I just confessed it was his. And, you know, if you are constantly stitching, nobody ever thinks that you're stitching for them. So I actually worked most of it just right in front of him. It was pretty great. So one of my favorite things about this design is the pockets. They're little tiny ones, but they're actually really easy to increase if you want to, because the way that it works is you make the pocket insert as a separate piece, and then you attach it at the corners as you're working across one of the rows, and then you continue to work the pattern stitch across the pocket as you go. So it just becomes part of the fabric of the design, and then you sew the pockets into place on the inside. It's a really clever way to do pockets. I really liked it. I got a big kick out of it. And then as you can see, you've got all of this front post shaping across, and I like this as a design element, although it did mean it took a little longer to do because post stitches always take a little longer. And then this very subtle, careful V-neck is done over several rows, and you get this great V-neck out of it. I mean, it looks phenomenal. You know, clearly I'm a big fan of it, and more importantly, Sean was a big fan of it. And they do call it a waistcoat in the pattern, but that's because for Brits, a vest, as we call it in America, is a waistcoat to Brits. And here's a fun piece of information I just learned. A vest in Britain actually refers to an undershirt, which is a little confusing. But, you know, language. All of English was robbed from everybody else, so whatever. I think that's about it. You know, it's a fun, good project. It also goes up to like a 44 chest, so, which is good because I got myself a big strapping square-chested man. And so if you're looking for something that's actually going to size up to those larger sizes in terms of like you got to fit, you know, a whole refrigerator of a guy into a vest, big recommend. Yeah, I think that's it on this one. You know, as always, if you enjoy what I do here on this channel and like seeing me talk about what I've been working on, you know, please like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And I update when I update. It's kind of about every 10 days right now, and I think I'm actually sticking to that, which is new and exciting. As always, down in the basement there will be a link to where to buy the pattern. I will also link to the buttons so that you can get the size of them, because I think it just says 6 small buttons, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Small means a lot of things with buttons. I will also be linked to icrochetedthething.com, which is my blog, and has the vintage pattern errata page. So when I work vintage patterns and I find mistakes, I try to correct them. This one does not have mistakes. Very excited about that. I had several in a row that did, and if you've not watched the video about the tank top from hell with all of its errors, I highly recommend it. It's such a cute top. 9 separate mistakes in a very small pattern. It's kind of impressive. So that is this video. So I will see you when I see you.